See, all it means is that US will continue bombarding some strategic sites because Iran is not going to submit and will not throw up its arms and say that, okay, we plead for ceasefire. Iran will fight back with whatever resources it has. It will retaliate. However, it doesn't have much of a capacity, but it will still attempt to do whatever the best it can. And in that case, see, in any case, Israel is going to continue its bombardments, its missiles, its airstrikes. Iran will keep on retaliating with, of course, much depleted strength as of now. Iran could also initiate some other vectors, especially in the Middle East, targeting American bases in Saudi Arabia or Qatar, to also draw in now the Saudis, the Gulf countries, so that they bring pressure on America to stop the war, because otherwise this whole region, including their own regimes in Saudi Arabia and other monarchies, Jordan, Egypt, Qatar, may be in danger themselves.
Sir, Trump said tonight I can report the world's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world number of one state sponsor of terror.
See, Donald Trump is correct in saying that tonight's attack was a spectacular attack by the American army forces, but he is wrong in saying that this attack has eliminated the entire nuclear program of Iran. It has not. All it has done, yes, in these three locations, maybe it has, not maybe, certainly to some extent we will know, damage the physical laboratories, equipments, plant machinery of these facilities. The Iranians have already transferred the uranium, though it is not weapon grade, but whatever enriched uranium they had, it seems they've distributed and hidden it in some other locations. But yes, a major blow to Iran's nuclear program has been delivered, but it does not mean that the entire nuclear program of Iran has been obliterated.
I think that number one, we have to remember that the US foreign policy's primary objective in the region is to protect and protect the stability and security of Israel. Now, in this war, which has started on 13th of June with the Israeli attacks on nuclear and other installations in Iran, and of course the ongoing war, proxy war for last 45 years between the two countries, what we have witnessed is that there were two tracks that were going on. One was the diplomatic track, and the other was support to Israel. Now, obviously, the diplomatic track did not make those progress, even though the last round of discussions were supposed to be held, because there were certain perpendicular positions by both sides. And so, therefore, it was difficult. But I believe that in the last Sunday, then the meeting was supposed to be held between Steve Witkoff and FM Aragachi. There was an understanding that they had reached some kind of a deal. Now, the deal for that would not have taken away Israel's insecurities, because it is definitely worried about Iran achieving a nuclear bomb or producing one, or many more. According to their intelligence, Iran has sufficient enriched material to make 9 bombs. And so they took the preemptive strikes against Iran, essentially forcing the United States to be a part of this. Initially, US was reluctant, but eventually we have seen President Trump has chosen the attacks over diplomacy, thinking that this would perhaps peace by force or peace under duress is perhaps his new mantra. And so we will have to see how the Iranians react to it. Of course, the initial reaction is the violation of the international law. And of course, deception has been one of the things he has been saying. In 2 weeks, we need to sign. But then 2 weeks needed to be read by those who are observing. That could happen any time within the 2 weeks. It was not that the 2 weeks was the outer limit in that sense. So I believe that now Iran has been threatening a lot of things, closing Hormuz, closing Bab el Mandab, and Houthis might intensify their attacks. They had both bought peace with the United States, especially Houthis. But now they have said that they will start attacking all the Western shipping in the region also. So that will bring about a major problem. And if the Iranians, as the reports are coming out, are closing Hormuz, then again 20% of the global trade, and it will impact mostly the Arab countries who are exporting the oil. then of course there will be collateral damage. There are 25 US bases in the region. So I don't know. I mean, at this moment, it is very difficult to say exactly how this will pan out, unless, of course, there has been some kind of an understanding, as is also been reported, because Iran is saying that there has not been any radioactive leak out, and so is the IAEA. So this could also provide an off ramp because Israel can take credit, and US also, that they have decimated Iran's nuclear ambitions. And Iran could find that, make some more missile attacks, and then finally they get down to the table. But chances are very, very bleak for that.